For us on Xbox specifically, as we make a continued thrust into providing great entertainment experiences for our users, users actually have a wide variety of choices in how they want to consume the content. So whether you watch the Olympics live in the UK, say through a Sky TV application, where you had the plethora of channels, or whether you didn't watch it live but wanted to catch up using the BBC iPlayer application on the Xbox Live, it was actually, the Olympics was everywhere on the dashboard. And so we take a lot of pride in how we engage and converse with our users every day when they turn on the dashboard, when they turn on the Xbox. And we were very thoughtful and deliberate in how we merchandised and how we made it easy for the consumer to actually find the Olympic content they want, according to the region they were in and the country they were in. So it was relevant to the athletes they were interested in. And so we spent a lot of time, because we, just like the reason you're asking the question, understood that Olympics was going to be a great unifying factor for what people were doing this summer. You know, Xbox has had a fantastic journey over the last 11 years, from when we were nobody in the video gaming space to actually establishing ourselves as the #1 player in video games, and then changing and transforming into being much more than video games and being, frankly, the best entertainment platform out there, we believe. We have 67 million Xboxes out there in the world, 40 million active users, which is a remarkably big number. Who engage with us every day. And the key thing that we're realizing is, as these users are coming on board, that they're not only spending their time playing video games, but also consuming all the entertainment content that we have been providing. We're actually seeing in some markets, and something that I mentioned on the panel earlier, in some markets they're spending about 3 hours a day on the Xbox. And that consumption of that content on 3 hours is not just about video games. In some markets, actually, they spend more time viewing movies and TV content than they actually do playing multiplayer games. And so that's a big radical shift that we have seen over the last few years. But a key cornerstone of that strategy is our close partnership with content providers. And so we work in all the countries that we're launched in. We are actually very closely working with the pay TV providers, with the broadcasters, with content providers, with video on demand partners. So we know that content is king, and we are very invested in making sure the partners are successful on our platform. Advertising has always been a core part of what we've been offering, both to partners and to consumers. And unlike one of the things we actually see on our platform is users who actually engage with advertising on our platform. So unlike most of the parts of the industry where the conversation is skipping advertising, we actually found that our users actually like to engage with advertising, because that's the kind of demographic we appeal to. But the thing that we're really changing right now is with the investment in Connect and the technologies that Connect brings, we can actually use the natural user interface through the voice or gesture that Connect allows, and actually interact with the advertising. So we announced this product earlier this year. We made the announcement in Cannes at the Lions Festival, called New Ads, and that's what it stands for, Natural User Interface Advertising, whereby we take the traditional 30-second TV spot, which has not changed for decades, and actually make it interactive. And advertisers love it, because this is the first time that they get all the goodness of digital advertising, of interactive layer, and brought into the television screen, which is where big screen advertising is. And so the brand partners love it, and we find the users love it too, because advertising is no longer boring, and they're able to interact with the ad. And so there's actually a win for all sides. And so we've actually been spending a lot of time investing in this space.